Hello my friends, welcome to my wear test slash review of a ton of new drugstore products. I figured I would just throw them all into a video all together to give you as much information as possible in as short of a period of time as possible. I have been trying these products for about 3 weeks to a month, a little longer for the NYX Liquid Suedes. I've had these for about 2 months, so I have more than just today's impression for you for these products. Let's go ahead and start with the lip product because I'm dying. I have to get a lip balm on. I'm dying. First of all, let me give you a little background on how I test these things. I don't do anything different when I do wear tests. I don't try not to touch my face. I don't eat little teeny tiny bites. I don't drink out of straws. I do regular people things because when I test a lip product, I want to know what's it going to be like on the daily. So my lip product is messed up because I put it on 1:45 today and now it's 9:45. So this lasted really well through lunch. For lunch today, I had some vegetables, I drank some water, just like general, I didn't really have like a huge lunch where I was wiping my face a lot, and I would tell you that it really lasted through my lunch very well. It did not make it through the burger at dinner. It did not make it through. It's got some weird, nastiness going on up here, but until then it actually did look really nice. I went out to dinner with some friends and they even complimented me on my lip color, and I was like, I'm wearing this since 1:45. They're like, what? And it had worn a little bit kind of around the rim of my mouth, but that's about it. So as far as these, I would recommend these in the lighter colors for the longevity of them, but I will tell you that when you first put these on, they're very sticky. They've got a sticky feel, and it lasts for a good couple of hours where your lips go and they stick together. It's kind of gross. And then they start drying out. So what I would suggest with these is to carry a lip balm with you. So put this on, throw the lip balm over top of it. It'll take care of the stickiness for the most part. And also it'll help it to not feel so drying, because I was doing a wear test that couldn't do that. But it will mess with the longevity of it if you do that. So just be aware of that. So you're kind of giving and taking certain things when you wear it with a balm. But personally, I like them better with a lip balm over top. All right, let me get some lip balm. Speaking of some lip balm, because I can't take it anymore. It's driving me crazy. All right, so much better. Okay, now that my lips feel comfortable, let's go in and talk about the foundation. Got my moisturizer on, but I did not wear any kind of face primer because I wanted to see what it would do without face primer. I feel like the average drugstore makeup wearer that's just going to the store to buy some drugstore foundation probably isn't going out of their way to buy primer. Of course, us makeup junkies probably do, but I just wanted to test it without primer. This is the wear with without primer, and I feel like it lasted really well, really well. It is kind of a lighter to medium coverage the way that I put it on, so I mean, you can definitely see my freckles shining through, but I feel like you could see my freckles shining through even at the beginning. So I feel like it wore really well, and I've had great experience with this so far. I've worn this probably at least 10 times at this point, and every time I've really enjoyed it. I do feel like at the end of a tough work day, I feel like it fades more than it did today. Today was kind of a low stress kind of day. So overall, really happy with this. Oh, did I mention what it is? It is the Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation, and I don't think I told you the shade of the lip product. This is the NYX Liquid Suede. I'm skipping steps here. In the shade Soft Spoken is what I chose for today. For eyeshadow, I started off with the Fergie eyeshadow primer on this side and nothing on this side. And then I used, this is not new, this is just a drugstore eyeshadow primer that I chose to use today. And then I used the Revlon ColorStay Not Just Nudes, Romantic Nudes. I do have the other one as well. And I can tell you that this is the best that this eyeshadow palette has ever lasted on my eyes. I don't know what I did today different to make it last longer. I have no idea. But I feel like this is not representative of what I typically see with this palette. It's so weird. So I don't know if it's the dry weather or what, but I feel like it lasted really well today, especially the side with the primer. I feel like it's still kind of deep, but I also feel like it's kind of accentuating my wrinkles a little bit more, like my fine lines a little more on this side than it is on this side. This is the primer side, this is the no primer. But overall, I'm really happy with the way this looked today. I don't know what happened. It's definitely a nice drugstore palette. I don't feel like that this holds up to the pigmentation and the blendability and all of that of my high-end shadows. If you notice in the application, when I put colors into the crease over top of the lid color blended away. So you kind of have to go back and forth. You do have to work with this palette to make it work, but overall it's not a bad palette. It's really not. And I do have the other one, the number 1 palette. I'm gonna go ahead and insert some swatches here for you that I took of these palettes, and they swatch very nicely. I have had some lasting power issues with these where they have faded through like a tough work day, but overall, I mean, they're pretty good for drugstore palettes, but I definitely don't think that they would be dupes for any kind of quality of some of my more expensive eyeshadows. Next up for mascara is actually one that I've really been enjoying lately, the Maybelline Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara. Really been loving this. This does give that clumpy lash look. Long, thick clumps is what happens to me when I use this mascara, but it actually is kind of nice. I mean, it doesn't bother me that much that this clumps, and I don't know why. I guess because it adds so much volume and length that the clumps aren't as big of a deal for me. It's not a deal breaker, and I've really actually been enjoying this, and I'm surprised. As you can see, there's no flaking. I have not wiped under my eyes or anything. There's been no flaking, no smudging. I haven't done anything to mess with my eyes at all. I don't touch my eyes during the day typically, so I don't touch my eyes during a wear test, and yeah, I feel like it still looks the same as it did at 1:45 this afternoon, not this morning, but this afternoon, and I'm very happy with this mascara. I've used this a ton of times, and I'm really, really liking it a lot. Okay, blush and contour today. I had to pick which contour palette I wanted to show you because I did get quite a few drugstore palettes recently for contouring, and this time I chose the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Contour. This is in the shade Light. I did also purchase the one in medium. This was the one I got first, and you can see the difference in color. I got the medium one. I was like, what was L'Oreal thinking? It's so stinking warm. And everybody's like, Jen, you got the wrong one. You should have gotten the one in Light. It's much cooler. And I was like, oh man. So I went out and I got the one in Light as well. This is more of a bronzer tone for me than a contour. This is more of a good contour. But as you may have seen in the video, and this is what I've been experiencing, hopefully it's represented in the video the same that I'm experiencing, because you guys see everything really close up where I don't see things with my eyes as close up as you do. But what I'm experiencing is that this goes on as one kind of pigmentation and it can't really build. So here are swatches. I mean, and that is like me rubbing my hands. These two are the light, and then these two are the medium. And it's like, there really isn't much there to it. There isn't much there to it. But if you're a new beginner to contouring, I think this one especially is nice to start off with, because you can't really make it too dark. There really isn't much you can do to mess it up. With this one, the problem is it's just too warm. I wish it was the same amount of deepness, but in a cooler tone, and then I think this one would have been much, much better. As far as blush today, of course, I couldn't use this as my whole contour because I was using the L'Oreal, but I'll just give a quick review on this one. This is the Maybelline Master Contour by Face Studio. I actually really, really like these products a lot. I like this not for a contour, but for a bronzer. The blush and the highlight is stinking gorgeous. I don't think much of my blush is left from today. I don't know, usually it lasts pretty well. I don't know why today it didn't seem to last very well, but I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these for you as well so you can compare them to the L'Oreal. So I just swatched them kind of over here. Oh my gosh, terrible. Okay, so, really, Jen? Okay. So there is the contour, blush, and highlight from the Maybelline palette. I actually really like the highlight from the Maybelline palette a lot. Let me do a second swatch there. It's just really not doing it justice. It's a gorgeous highlight. It's really gorgeous. And this is a nice bronzer. It's not a nice contour. It's way too warm, but overall, I really do like this palette a lot. This brush is stupid. Like, I don't even know what they were thinking. Like, who in the world is gonna put their blush on with this teeny tiny, like, am I a Cabbage Patch doll? What is that? Like, really? I mean, I guess it can work, but it's so tiny. I mean, they could have made it a little bit bigger. Come on, give people a chance here, you know? All right, anyway, I just redid my blush a little bit. Oh, see if we can contour with this. Oh. Oh. See how it's like bronzy looking? It's definitely not a good contour. This is like turning into a whole nother mess of something, isn't it? All right, sometimes I improvise. Let's put a little highlight action on. I just want to give you guys as much information as possible, so. Of course, this is over top after a long day. But it'll just kind of give you an idea of what's happening here. What is that? Is that something on my face? What is that? That's freckles. All right, but anyway, so that's just a little crash course in this one. Overall, I do really like this one a lot. And if I had to recommend any of these, if you're very light, I would recommend this one, but anything else, I would probably recommend this one because the contour is not gonna work for you no matter what, and this is a better highlight than these. So that's my review of all this new drugstore stuff. I have a bunch of other stuff that I wanna review for you. I do have my January favorites and fails coming up very soon for you. I believe that should be next week, and when that comes out, you'll see some more things that I've been trying over the month. So lots and lots of good stuff coming up on the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss more of my videos, more reviews, what's up in makeup, telling you the latest makeup releases all of the United States every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Stay warm wherever you are. And mad love, and I'll see you in a video soon. Bye!